Hey everybody, today I want to share with you one of my favorite things to do is to play with one of my horses. And this is an early kind of stage with this horse. This is a beautiful horse named Armando. And he's a warm blood Andalusian cross. And he's kind of new to my herd. Now, it's a windy kind of a day. He's amazingly connected with me right now. But he's never been out here before. He's a little bit lucky. But I just want to have a real teaching play session with him, kind of show you where we're at. So he's been at the James Creek Ranch for the last, about 8 or 9 months, and I've been on another ranch, so I haven't seen him much. We've been on the tour now for about a week and a half. So I've had about 5 or 6 really good sessions with him. I had a few last year with him, but very little. So we're going to kind of document this and share this with you from the early stages, and you're going to see kind of where we're at. So it's going to be kind of fun. Stick along. I'll try to talk my way through it and kind of give you some ideas. Come on, Armando. So the first thing I'm going to do is I just want to get him moving around here. And I didn't come out and do much warm-up. He's only been out here for 15 minutes, kind of looking around, waiting for everything to get ready. But I'm just watching for the connection with him and to kind of let him tour the place. I'd like to just let him kind of know the area that we're going to be playing around in. And I want to teach you today, or kind of show you today, what I'm looking for with regard to connection. So he really kind of enjoys connecting. He's getting better at it. He's getting more confident. So I'm going to do 2 things. One is I'm going to really practice bringing him in to get connected. And then I'm going to let him kind of get out there and get a little frayed a little bit, just a little bit out there having a bit of fun like this here. And I want to see how little I can do to get him back with me. So he can go out there and have a little bit of energy. It's good. Now I'm going to make a little gesture to the hind, see if I can get him to connect. Come on in and come catch me here off my right side. We just started this the other day a little bit, and I want him to have a bit of a relaxation right off my side like this and kind of go, oh, it's so good over there, and kind of let down. So from energy up, looking to the outside maybe, to energy back in, and I'll say, let's go for another little bit and move him around. What I'm really interested in is putting in a feel in this horse, and I want to show you what I mean by that. So say I let him out and he's a little loose, he's frisky, he's having some fun here. But now can I press with him and have him look back, and I'll press in on him and have him come around and really connect onto me. And I'll show you what I mean. Is I can press and get him to listen. I'm going to see if I can press and suck him over to me. Atta boy. And pay a little bit hard to get to bring him over to come in for a big rub here. Let's go the other way. We're going to do that off of both eyes a little bit. The right side, he had a little more reservation. So once again, kind of let him out there, look around. He's wondering, when do we get to do that thing? When do we get to connect again? For me, I want to be able to just do anything with my horse. So mostly I want to be able to play with those energy levels, and then varying degrees of him checking that he knows he doesn't always have to be just zeroed in on me, concentrating too much. And by allowing him to kind of get out there and get free of me a little, it actually creates a desire for him to want to come back. So I'll just let him kind of go around. If he's kind of loose of me now, as I press in just slightly, I'm going to start to push a little bit of wrap on me, a little bit of listening. Here, he looks out, I'll press at his ribs, I'll bend down, and I want to show you the posture. I kind of press in, get him to wrap on me, then I'll stand up and I push on him, a little too much, trying to show you. He thought, oh, do you mean to do something here? So I press right here, just to get him to kind of listen, and I'll work on some simple transitions here. Just ease up to a walk and let him have a little. It's not all frisky, even though he wants to kind of be frisky. He's a lively, energetic, pretty young, pretty green horse. Even though he's got some age on him, very little has been done with him. He's had a great life. I think when I got him, he was about 7 or 6 years old, and this horse had perfect feet, and he'd never been, now he's out looking at these horses out here running around. He said he had perfect feet, he'd never been trimmed, and just by the environment that he lived, the place that he lived. Get in his way here for that transition. So I like to see if he can come back to the walk and walk real loose like that, to be sure that while we can get the energies up, can we also bring it back down? And that's a very important thing, especially with a hotter blooded horse like this. that he can do that. So now we're gonna let him get back going again. Press him around. I'll make a few transitions. So we're gonna try to make a smooth change of direction transition from going to the right. Come nice and easy. Let's go off to the left. Oh, we need a second, hey? Go off to the left. Make a nice, easy transition. Draw him a little here, catch his eye. See if I can get his nose going to the right. Step his shoulders over. Another nice, easy transition. Change of direction. We're gonna add a little more, have a little fun with it. Keep a bit of movement, a little more energy. I like to do lots of variety with my horses so that they're not looking at other things. They think, man, that Jonathan, he's the craziest in the room. I gotta watch him. We'll go for a little more now. Add a little more. Another change of direction. Atta boy. Come around to the right. Let's add a little more, Armando. Come on, bud, let's have a little run. Get that trot lined out a little bit. Here he goes. All right, bud, come on in. Add a little more. And now we'll bring him all the way in for the big rest. And then we'll walk real nice and slow. Thank you, guys. And then we'll kind of mosey with him. Let him slow back down again. We're going to transition now a few times to something I'm teaching him. Something that will be really good for us down the road for playing at Liberty, which is all kind of where a bit of this is heading, and good riding. But to get him to be able to find good comfort off my shoulder, trying to use my body language to get him to hook on and have a feel for me when I go, that he stays and eventually he doesn't need the lead. So I just started this with him the other day, and it seemed to be a little tougher on his right side, but he's starting to lean in. What's important is that he leans in but doesn't start pushing me. So can he feel in, but not push? Now I'll bring my life up in my body, get going, see if he can stay in there without the lead, lift my stick, and as soon as he gets in, I'll lower my stick and go, this is the spot. Right here, how about this? Oh, it's a windy day. Liven that up. Good fella. Okay, now we're gonna ask him out, see if he can find that spot from a distance. So we'll get him to just kind of look at me just a little bit, wrap around me a little bit, keep his shoulders up, the eye, the ear. Not too fast this time, more like I'm riding him. He's listening to the inside aid. This is the inside aid. Can he go from here, put the stick behind my back, and now can he find that spot off of my shoulder? Where to be, Armando? It's over here. It's right here. Eventually I might have 3 or 4 horses out here with him. When I put my stick in my right hand and I go off to my right, I want him to come right into this spot to know that's his comfort. That's the place I want you to be. So I practiced that transition a whole bunch of times. Now this time, we'll change direction. We'll go to the other shoulder. So I'll press in, and I'll go yield the hind. So I'll step towards his hind. I'll yield the hind. I'll leave off to my left. I'll put my stick in my left hand and see if he can come find. It's funny because he was difficult on his right side when he first started this. So I did it more. Now this side, he doesn't have the confidence here. He doesn't know exactly. So you can kind of tell he's holding back a little. So I rub like this. I go, is there anything holding you back? Are you worried about anything there? And I'll lead him a lot in. I'll lead him all the way in to really show him the exact spot I want him. It's right there. And I'll let the rope go slack when he gets there. He has a little lick of his lips, kind of a little, lead him all the way in, trying to help him lift my stick, push him in, and create a little spot of comfort right there. That's where to be. See if I can hook him on. A few times, little movements, hooking him onto my body. So if he comes up and he wants to pass, or maybe he wants to go out that way, I'll try to hook him on here. Get up here, bud. There's comfort, right? There's a place for you to be. It's right there. That's the spot. That's probably enough of that for a minute. So we're at a nice stage here where I feel like he's connected. I can ask more of him. Like, he's got a nice listening right there. I can wrap him a little more. I can let him off the hook and say, hey, go look around. You don't have to always be watching. He's kind of wanting to still watch, so he's pretty connected, which I'm not going to complain about that. And then what about this spot right here, Armando? Where are we going? Where do we go? There's a place right up here, really close. And this will be like a really consistent pattern for him to come in alongside of me and find a lot of comfort right there. Well, I like to do these sessions very short, try to get a lot of kind of movement and play with the flux of energy. And I'll show you, I'm just going to show you very briefly. I've probably got a total of 1 hour of riding with this horse, and I don't have very much, but I'm just going to take a little short ride to show you what I'm after when I get on, and it's going to be a very similar thing. Whew, boy, let's see if I can keep my hat here. So it's asking a lot of both of us here to kind of get up here and get this done, but I'm just going to ask a little bit, and I'm going to ask him to have the same kind of listening off of my leg, the same feeling. So I get my body walking and my body going, and if I can see, get him to go trot up here, and I'm just going to press till he has a listening back off my leg, back off that aid. He wants to keep looking back to the right. He's getting better on the right side. So just going to see if he can concentrate off that side a little, and I'll bother him when he's not, and I'll leave him alone when he is. Bareback's a nice way for him. There we go. Now back to the walk. Let's try the other side. Let's see if we can get a check on the difference from side to side. That rope's organized here. So I'm going to get a hold of his mane, and I'm going to press on the inside. I'm going to push him up in a trot. He wants to yield his hind around. I'm going to ask him to come forward, bud. Forward. Right here. You're hanging right there. Just to listen. Keep your mind to the inside. Now I'm going to try to make a transition with my body language first. So I'm going to go seat, and if he doesn't go, I'm going to pick up my rein. Whew. It's a challenge out here, especially under an hour of riding on this horse. So, but he's listening pretty good. So I'm going to go press my body. I'm not going to let him outrun me, so I go as fast as he's going. I'm going to press, and then I'm going to slow my body language, see if he hears me. That was a little better. That was more off my body and less off the rein. Now he's left a little bit without me right there, so I'll press on him. I'll say, let's go then. Let's go. Just in this small circle, let him hold on to that inside thought. I'm going to press, and I'm going to stop pressing. He didn't hear me that time, so I'll pick the rein up. And I'm looking for that one where he comes back because I relax. He comes back because I slowed. He comes back. I feel like a gust of wind is going to take this hat. I'm going to liven up my seat. Let's go. I'm riding a really kind of an exaggerated forward seat, you know, just really pressing. And then I'm going to press, ask, my inside leg, everything's pressing, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go, how about we relax and see if you can come back. And that's the moment I'm looking for, is that he starts to recognize my body language, my intention. That's about all I'm going to get today with him. It's about all I need with him today. But it's a start, and I just can't wait to share the journey with this beautiful horse as we get further down the road. Thanks for joining me. I hope you got something out of that, and we'll keep you posted with Armando. Thank you all, guys. I'm glad you were here to watch. Thanks, guys.